beautiful angels. I hope that you are doing good in this autumnal season. I don't know about you, but summer just passed by and it's been lovely to have a little bit of a more refreshing kind of atmosphere, and I do enjoy this autumnal breeze with the leaves cracking and everything changing color from green to orange, which is really lovely. And I'm just glad that summer has ended. I don't know about you guys, but my summer was a bit eventful. But I did nevertheless get a few things done. I have created an Etsy store for those of you who follow me on Instagram. And I'm really happy about this. I've made a few sales, which is extraordinary to think that my art is going to be on somebody's wall. Never thought I would achieve that. And then I have quit my job because it was a little too demanding and it's never really been something that I'm passionate about. I've been working in schools for 3 years and it was just about time that I stopped. Even though the first 2 years were amazing, this year was full of challenges, so I decided that I needed to do something that I really like. So I'm starting next week, or probably when this video is out, I'll be starting in a charity shop, which is what I've always wanted to do ever since I was a little Marielle. I wanted to work with clothes and I just love textures and fabrics, and I just want to look at beautifully well-made things, and you don't really get that anymore in fast fashion brands. So I've just had a chat today with the ladies from the store and they're so excited to have me here, and I'm so excited to start working during the autumnal season, even though it will probably have ended and Christmas will have begun, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I feel like I'm a bit like the Grinch or the Scrooge in that respect, but I will be making in this video Halloween related lino stamps. So for those of you who don't know what lino printing is, you can buy a kit online, which is what I did. Unfortunately, I had to buy it from Amazon, I think it was, but if you can find one locally, great for you. I don't really have that many shops around me, to be quite honest. But you can buy a kit for about £20. In this kit, you will have a piece of lino as such. One of these ink bottles, black, which is perfect if you want to try anything out, but I've noticed that if you use paint on top of it, it doesn't really make any difference. So if you want a bit of variation in your colors, you can use this. They also come in with a roller and one of these very used and loved ink and most importantly, you have this little doohickey. I never really use it. I think it's quite useless, but dun, 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 you can unscrew this, unscrew the cap, and you have a few engraving tools with different sizes and shapes. To be quite fair, I use 2 of these. If that, I stick to one of the main ones. And what you can do is take one of the tips that you enjoy, just slice one of these inside my neighbors. Oh no.
Hours later.
you can slice one of these little things. Just pop it on without screwing. Take one of those and just insert it. And then you can just turn this and you have your carving tool. So they're quite easy to use. It also came with a plastic square corner, which I just put in the bin. I really don't like plastic. And I think the aim is to, whenever you're carving, have this corner help just in case you scratch one of your fingers, but it's never happened to me. They are quite sharp, but I think it should be fine without. But yes, without further ado, I will be showing you how I made some Halloween stamps / vintage Halloween stamps, and I will be using these whenever I will be selling any Etsy art prints. I will include a few of these stamps onto the packaging. So if you would like to support me on my Etsy page, that would mean the world to me. Really. And I hope you enjoy this video. Hello, voiceover Marielle here, just to talk a little bit about my design. So there was no real rhyme or reason to what I was doing. I think I was going for autumnal and spooky, and towards the end I did start thinking of doing more vintage designs inspired by old Halloween posters or illustrations. But as you will see later on, with most of the designs that I made, I didn't end up making stamps of all of them, and I did end up erasing a few, like this Betty Boop one. And fun fact for anybody who doesn't know, Betty Boop used to be a dog before she became human. So as you see the little earrings that she has, hoops, they used to be the ears for her dog figure. And then here I'm doing a vintage cat. This is when I truly felt after the cat, okay, I'm going to do vintage stamps, and that will look really fabulous. So a lot of these drawings, I could have been a bit faster and a little bit more precise, but I needed some time to get into the flow of things. So hope you enjoy. So my method here was, once I had my design figured out, I would then trace it, and with that tracing would put it on the piece of lino, and it has to face the other way around so that when you stamp it, it's the right way on the page. And I used, I would say, 2 carving tools mainly, but it was a little bit difficult to get into the nooks and crannies, I think, because I didn't really know how much pressure I needed to put
onto the piece of lino. So most of the time I found myself kind of ripping out the pieces with my hands, and I went for quite easy designs, or at least not too complicated, because I knew that it was a first try and I wasn't very confident with it. So personally, it was an overall really nice experience. There are a lot of steps before you get to actually pressing the lino onto paper, which is the, let's say, annoying part. But then once they're done, you can use them as much as you want. You can change the colors of the designs. Hello again. I just wanted to pop in here just to say that I've sprinkled in this video a few clips of when me and my best friend and I went to a lighthouse near where I live called Godrevi Lighthouse. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Treacy lighthouse.
And it was the most magical place ever. I went there in February in hopes of making a YouTube video about it, but I just thought I'll sprinkle all those clips in this video. And it was a really windy, rainy, and gloomy day, but I think it was one of the most spectacular places I've ever been to. There were seals there. It's located on a tiny little island, and you can walk around the entire coast. And my friend and I decided to do a few sketches there. They are extremely questionable, but bear in mind that the wind was blowing extremely hard and our pages just kept on flowing in the wind, so it wasn't the best drawing experience, but visually it was breathtaking. So if you enjoy this little more peaceful side of this vlog, I guess, really hope that you enjoy it and that it makes you want to discover this place. And I had an amazing time. So unfortunately there won't be any pumpkin patches or more Halloween-y autumnal sceneries in this video, but I hope that that will do.
Got more trouble than I can stand. Ever since ragtime struck the land, never saw the like in all my days. Everyone has got the ragtime craze. Stood it just as long as I could. At last I got it and I got it good. First I didn't want any in line, but now I'm right in line. I got a ragtime dog and a ragtime cat, a ragtime piano in my ragtime flat, where ragtime goes from head to shoes. I also read the paper called the Ragtime News. Got ragtime habits and I talk that way. I sleep in ragtime and I rag all day. Got ragtime troubles with my ragtime wife. I'm certainly living a ragtime life. I got a ragtime read a paper called the Ragtime News. A ragtime habits and I talk that way. I sleep in ragtime and I rag all day. The ragtime troubles in the ragtime life. I'm certainly living the ragtime life. Went to church the last Sunday morn, in wearing ragtime as Georgia born. Every busman rings it on his bell, clocks and watches strike the time as well. Ragtime music, it fills the air, it can't be dodged because it's everywhere. I was out of it once, you see, but now you can't lose me. I got a ragtime dog and a ragtime cat, a ragtime piano in my ragtime flat, where ragtime goes from head to shoes. I also read a paper called the Ragtime News. The ragtime has...
This clip right here is probably my favorite video that someone ever took of me. I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous, so peaceful, and I will cherish it forever.
Piano in my ragtime flat. I wear a ragtime clothes around my head to shoes. I also read a paper called the Ragtime News, and I got ragtime habits and I talk that away. I keep in the ragtime and I rag all the day. The ragtime troubles with my ragtime life. I'm certainly living the ragtime life.
Hello once again from a very nasally Marielle. I hope that you can hear me. It is very windy where I am. I really hope that you enjoyed this little crafty project, and I hope to see you in the next video. Love you!